What's good, everybody? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. Let me first preface this by saying I do not dislike Dr. Umar Johnson. I am also in the pro-black community. I am a hard body pro-black in the Pan-African world. I live and work from Africa. So there is no way a brother like me can disagree with the things that Dr. Umar Johnson talks about. You're just not going to get it from me. Whatever the brother is talking about, I pretty much believe it for the most part. There are some issues there with black men I don't really go for, but for the most part, I am on par with what he teaches. The problem with Dr. Umar Johnson is it's not because of what he teaches, it's how he behaves. And what I get from him is a sort of do what I say, don't do as I do narrative. And Dr. Umar Johnson is very much on black women's side in comparisons to black men. He's very supportive of them. He, talks to them, calls them queens and things like that. And I think that is because for his own, self-aggrandizing behavior. I believe that he is a person that is, dating multiple ladies as his fans and things like that. And he has the history of being called out by women that he's sleeping with. Like, do you remember the conscious stripper when she exposed Dr. Umar Johnson for this?
You guys can see this on YouTube. It's available. And it's been there all this time. So if you go to YouTube and you type in Garvey Day, Fort Lauderdale, you're going to see 2 events come up. You might see a few more that other people may have added, but I know 2. And the second one was the second time when he came back, and that's going to play a part later on. So remember that part. Now, the first event you will see in the footage, in the video on YouTube that's been there. I'm in the hallway conversing with the photographer. He was an artist. He had some stuff, some clothes, and I'm looking at the stuff that he was selling. I can't remember if it was painting or clothes, but we were in the hallway conversing about some other things. And that's where I spent most of my time. Because again, I was not interested in Umar Johnson's lecture. I did not see any knowledge there from what you guys see. I don't get what you were all mesmerized about. I said this before and I will say it again. He had no new information to offer me. Everything he was saying, I'd heard it all before. And I'm surprised that you guys hadn't heard it all before. Have you not listened to Malcolm X and Marcus Garvey? Have you not read these things for yourselves? I mean, it's unbelievable to me how you can listen to, I don't even see how you guys can sit through the whole thing. I've not sat through an Umar Johnson lecture yet. Not to this day. I don't see how you can listen to it. So back to the story. So we there, I'm supporting and everything, like, all right, boom, boom, boom. Now, as the lecture was nearing toward the end, I noticed there was a little bit of conflict going on. So I kind of overheard some people talking, and basically they had gone over time. They were only allowed to use the venue for a period of time, and they had gone over that time. So they were basically being kicked out of the building. Now, Umar was trying to further go on with the lecture, but it was over. The guy's like, no, it's, we got to cut it. So Umar's upset now. So there was 2 more events planned for him the following days. I think it was the next 2 days or the next day, and it was going to be 2 in that day or something like that. But it was another event for him in Miami, another 2. And something happened with that one, but let me get through this one first. So the event's over. They kick everybody out of the building, and we're all standing outside, kind of chopping it up with each other. And everybody's taking pictures and everything. So everybody walks up there. They take their picture with Umar and go on. So I'm like, okay, so I'm ready to do the same thing. We take our picture and I'm ready to go on. Umar like, well, wait a minute. Hold on. I want you to take some pictures of me and her with my phone. All right, cool. I didn't think anything of it. Like, all right, no problem. He wants, photos for himself, I guess. Okay, no problem. So he and I took the pictures he and I took pictures by ourselves without my son on his phone. So he says to me, he writes his number down in the book and says to me,
so ever since Dr. Umar Johnson took that L in 2015, his world has been upside down. All right? Upside down. I really want to discuss, if I can, this whole situation with. Now, clips like this is what pretty much gets Dr. Umar Johnson in trouble.
You know, we're going to have a Garvey baby. Lord have mercy, Sister Danielle. You must not have heard me. Sister Danielle wants to have a Garveyite baby with King Kongalicious. Sister Danielle, and she fine too. Look at them eyes. Sister Danielle, listen, baby. We got to build the nation first. If I give up all my testosterone, I won't have no energy to build the nation. I got to build first. Okay, we must build before the back shots. We must handle the business before the back shots. It is consciousness over the cookies. It is politics over the punani. It is revolution over the romance. Sister Danielle wants to have a baby with King Kongalicious. She fine too. Lord have mercy. Might have triplets. But Sister Danielle, stay focused, my sister. Understand, overstand, and understand that the building, the nation building must come before the back shots. I said the nation building must come before the back shots. Brothers and sisters, we must stay focused. We must stay focused.
This is, again, building a nation in back shots. Why Dr. Umar Johnson is talking like that, I just don't know. It doesn't make a lot of sense. And of course, you know, it's been different ladies that have come out and said a lot of things about Dr. Umar before. But this clip is very interesting. All right. It's very, very interesting. And it's going to deal with the fact that you have this particular lady who walks into a particular situation in Atlanta where he's speaking, and this is what she's going to say.
See, we got this thing, brothers and sisters, and the white man knows you well because he's written books on you.
How many books?
They say the Negro entrepreneur. Who's that queen? You wasn't with me last night. I never seen you in my life.
Look at my book. Look at my bag. Keep speaking, King. Keep speaking.
Yes, I'm going to keep speaking. I've never seen a sister a day in my life. Brothers and sisters, clap it up for the ancestors.
So you heard what the young lady said. You was with me last night. He said he never seen the lady. That's a goddamn lie. He said the same thing about the conscious stripper. He was celibate. He wasn't smashing no cheeks in 2015. Ain't that what he said? So, bro, you are out there. That lady not lying on you because that lady walks right up there, threw it up there, and you was with me last night. Now, if that lady end up getting interviewed and putting up them receipts, you're going to be looking stupid. And guess what? It looks bad. Okay? It looks bad. Why? Because of your history, right? Because of your history, it looks terrible. It looks terrible. And not only the history of, let's say, the womanizing and all that, because I've heard some incredible stories. I mean, I'm in the pro-black community. I know one lady that has, you know, a significant amount of situations on Dr. Umar. I'll leave it like that. All right. But that's the situation. It's so much of the other stuff that he hasn't done. You know, he hasn't put the schools out. He's terrible with money. He's never done anything that he was supposed to do. And so because he hasn't done this, and now this situation has come to pass, it's like, all right, Dr. Umar, this is your side chick. Even if it isn't. All right. Now, let me just say this. Even if it isn't, I want to know this. The point is, there is no retribution for Dr. Umar anyway. It's not like he's going to get kicked out of any kind of community, because he won't. No, because he won't. We know that. See, the reality is Dr. Umar Johnson runs amok. The worse he is, the more interviews he gets on these shows. The Breakfast Club, which has nothing but scammers. He's still getting hired to do this. So if it's true, it's not like he would lose anything by doing it. What would he have to lose? What would he have to lose? He would have no reason to lose. Okay? It ain't like black folks gonna stop, supporting Dr. Umar, and we're gonna be honest, it's not like women gonna stop trying to support Dr. Umar. They know that Dr. Umar Johnson ain't gonna deal with them for real. They're gonna continue to do it. They know it. All right, Dr. Umar Johnson is gonna continue to go out here, beg for cash apps, get paid to do what he's doing. All right, and that's all it is. So guys, who do you think? It's your boy O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with an episode of The Celebrity Jug. I appreciate you for all you do. Subscribe to the bell. We're out.